Hello all, and welcome to Miss Martin's Classroom. Today's Book Talk Tuesday podcast will be featuring a newer novel by one of my favorite New York Times bestselling authors. For fans of On the Come Up and The Poet X, this raw and brave realistic fiction book could be your next read. Emoni Santiago, an Afro Puerto Rican teen mom, seems to be a walking cautionary tale for high school girls. Raising her baby girl as a high schooler while also working a part-time job at the burger joint leaves little time for her studies, let alone any sort of fun with her friends. However, there is a fire burning inside her that stems from her gift in the culinary arts. Emoni's When Life Gives You Lemons, Make Lemon Verbena Tembleque recipe serves your heart when you are missing someone you love. Ingredients: 2 cans of coconut milk, handful of white sugar, 4 shakes of cornstarch, pinch of salt, bunch of lemon verbena leaves, bunch of lavender leaves, cinnamon, enough to garnish. Directions. Number 1. In a saucepan, heat coconut milk until it comes to a boil. Muddle a bunch of lemon verbena leaves and lavender leaves and add to the heated coconut milk. Let them all steep. Number 2. After 15 minutes, mix the infused coconut milk, salt, sugar, and cornstarch. Stir the mixture until the cornstarch is completely dissolved. Let the combined ingredients come to a boil and keep stirring until the mixture begins getting pudding thick. Number 3. Pour into a big cereal bowl and cover with plastic wrap. Place in the refrigerator for 5 hours. 4. After removing the mixture from the cereal bowl mold, sprinkle with cinnamon. This recipe is best eaten cold while daydreaming about palm trees and listening to a Hector Lavoe classic. The authors. Alright, girlie, see you at lunch? Angelica says as we step outside my advisory. Advisory is Schoenberg's fancy name for homeroom. Yeah, save me a seat by the windows if you get there first. Oh, and grab me some applesauce if they look like they're running out. I know, Emoni. Angelica smirks and walks away. And she does know me. I love the school applesauce. Extra cinnamony. Miss Fuentes has been my advisor since my first day at Schoenberg Charter, and her classroom has never changed. Lady still has the same motivational sign above her door. You're the author of your own life story. That sign has stared at us 20 advisory students from the time when we walked in as little bitty freshmen. And even though it doesn't make me roll my eyes anymore, I still think it's corny. Nonetheless, advisory is my favorite class period of the day, even though it's also the shortest. It's where Miss Fuentes takes attendance, makes announcements, and gives us college prep and character-building exercises. But most important, it's the only class that has had the same students in it since freshman year, so we can talk here the way we can't talk in any other class. Miss Fuentes looks up from the classroom window shades to see me staring at her inspirational sign. Miss Santiago, how was your summer? She says as she adjusts the window shades so they let in more light. She does that. The Mr. This and Miss That has since we walked into her classroom at 14. I sit at my desk in the second row, closest to the door. It'd been clutch when I was pregnant and had to rush to the bathroom every 5 minutes, and I haven't switched seats since. I shrug. Good. Got a job. Yours? Miss Fuentes stops mid-shade fussing to side-eye me. You're always so loquacious. It's refreshing to have a student who believes in something other than monosyllabics. But she's smiling. She's never said it, but I know I'm one of her favorites. Other students begin trickling into the room. I smile back at her. Aw, Miss Fuentes, I see you worked on your sarcasm this summer. It's gotten so much better. She stops messing with the windows and walks closer to my desk. She asks softly, How's Emma? Where'd you get a job? She's real good, Miss Fuentes. And the job is at the burger joint. You know the spot near the university. I work there after school 2 days during the week and 4 hours every weekend. Her pretty manicured nails tap on my desk, and I imagine she's tracing her finger along an imaginary map of North Philly. Yes, I think I've passed it before. Are you going to be able to juggle everything while also working there? I drop my eyes to my desk. I should be okay. It's not that many hours. I see. I know, senior year is stressful already. Try not to take on too much. And I don't know what to say. It's not that many hours. In fact, I wish it were more. The cash I get from those little paychecks helps with groceries, baby girl's expenses, and whatever Buela's disability money doesn't cover. My silence doesn't faze Miss Fuentes at all. I have a surprise for you when the bell rings. A class I think you would love. She squeezes my shoulder before giving her attention to Amir Robinson from the Strawberry Mansion area. Welcome back, Mr. Robinson! Jesus, but you grew over the summer. Miss Fuentes walks away, always calling out, Miss Connor, I dusted off your favorite seat in the back row, just for you. That girl. Yep, I was that girl your mom warns you about, and warns you about becoming. Not even done with freshman year of high school, and already a belly that extended past my toes. It's a good thing baby girl was born in August, since I probably would have failed out if I had to go to school the last month of my pregnancy. And the thing with being pregnant as a teen is that your body isn't the only thing that changes. It wasn't just that I always had to pee or that my back always hurt. It wasn't only that my feet ached and I cooked the funkiest meals. They were still good, so they'd make you twerk something, but definitely off the wall. Macaroni jalapeno burgers and Caribbean jerk lamb tacos. But the biggest changes that happened to me weren't based on my body at all. It was that Buela had to scrounge up more sewing jobs to supplement the money she gets from disability, that the viejos playing dominoes on the corner shook their heads when I walked past, that dudes on the train smirked at my swollen boobs but wouldn't give up their seats, that I had to take 1,000,000 makeup tests for the days I was at doctor appointments or 2 mornings sick to make it to school. When they first learned I was pregnant, Principal Holderness and the guidance counselor called a special meeting in the main office. Buela had to come into school, and they called in Miss Fuentes too. Principal Holderness and the counselor offered to transfer me to an alternative high school program, specifically for pregnant teens. But Miss Fuentes didn't play that. She said switching me mid-year into a new school would be a hard adjustment, and that since the program had a deaccelerated curriculum, it would affect my graduating on time. I know she called Buela beforehand to discuss it, and they must have come up with a plan because Buela was quick to chime in, saying my staying at Schoenberg Charter would be pivotal to my retention and matriculation. The sentence sounded as if she'd rehearsed it, circling her mouth over those words in the mirror to make sure she got it right. And I know it was Miss Fuentes who had explained to Buela what that meeting would be about. I didn't even know what those words meant at the time, but I know now Miss Fuentes was fighting to keep me a normal kid for as long as possible. I've always been small, physically petite, which made people think I had a small personality too. And then, all of a sudden, I was a walking PSA, a bloated teen warning, taking up too much space and calling too much attention. Navigating motherhood, working, and high school, Emoni seeks to make her dreams come true in With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is truly a series you can simply sink your teeth into. And for all you foodies out there like me, with the addition of authentic recipes that evoke visceral feelings as you read them, I found myself wanting to run to the kitchen to try cooking up some of them. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out my hashtag MSMWriteRead and follow me on Instagram at ms_martins_class for more new books and fun lessons that are sure to engage you and your kiddos. Be sure to tune in next week for my next Book Talk Tuesday podcast, and please comment below if you've read this book or another book by the author Elizabeth Acevedo. Thanks for watching!